नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगगन रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सखगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। Hare Krishna. With the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge, Raja Vidya. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 13th chapter, Nature, the Enjoyer, and Consciousness. We have understood very clearly about Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Nyaya, and Purusha, to a certain extent about Prakriti. But in Purusha, what Krishna is teaching us that the super souls, that is Paramatma, is there in everyone's heart. We already know that from many chapters, many slokas, Krishna is repeatedly teaching us the same thing. But we need to see that. That's what is very important. We need to realize and understand, and we should be able to visualize and see Krishna in every being. If we don't do that, that means we are ignorant. We have no knowledge. That means we are not able to see things correctly. That's why in many slokas, Krishna is using the word yapasyati, sapasyati. One who sees like this is actually seeing. That's what yapasyati, sapasyati. One who sees like this is actually, one who sees like this actually sees. That means one who doesn't see like this, he actually doesn't see. That means even if we have eyes, our eyes, we can see things which are made up of matter. Because we can only see things which can reflect light or which can emit light on its own. Otherwise, we cannot see. So that light has to enter in our eyes and then only we can see. But Atma is subtle, beyond matter. And Paramatma is also subtle. So, avyaktoyam, achintoyam, avikaryoyam. That's what Krishna is teaching us about Atma. It's unmanifest, avyaktoyam. It's inconceivable, achintoyam. It is unchangeable, avikaryoyam. Avyaktoyam, achintoyam, avikaryoyam. That's what is Atman Paramatma. So that means we cannot see with our eyes. But Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, Ya pasyati, sa pasyati, so many times. We cannot see with our eyes, we know that, because it is avyakto, avyaktoyam, achintoyam, avikaryo. But Krishna is using the word Ya pasyati, sa pasyati. One who sees this actually sees. So one who sees Krishna everywhere, samam, so everything Krishna. Sarvatra. Samam pasyati sarvatra samavastitam iswaram. That's what Krishna is saying. Samam pasyati sarvatra. One who sees Krishna is samavastitam iswaram. The controller Iswara is equally situated. Samavastitam Iswaram. Nahinastyatmanatmanam tato yati param gati. What a knowledge Krishna is teaching us, the king of knowledge. That samam pasyani sarvatra samavastitam iswaram means one who sees the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Controller, is equally situated in everywhere, in every living being. Then he will not degrade with his mind. Nahinastyatmanatma. Tato yati param gati. And he reaches the supreme destination. So, yapasyati sapasyati. One who sees this actually sees. So, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should understand that we are the soul, we are not the body. And Krishna is the super soul. Krishna is Paramatma. And he is seated in everyone's body, everyone's heart. And we should be able to see Krishna everywhere. Then only we can actually see. Again, quoting the same sloka, which I also quoted last lecture, last class. Yomam pasyati sarvatra sarvam cha mayi pasyati. Tasyagam na pranashyami sachame na pranasyati. So, Yomam pasyati sarvatra. That's what samam pasyati sarvatra means. Yomam pasyati sarvatra. One should see Krishna in every living being. Yomam pasyati sarvatra sarvam cha mayi pasyati. One who sees everything in Krishna. Then tasyagam na pranashyami sachame na pranasyati. For him I am not lost, and for me he is not lost. So we should be able to see Krishna everywhere, in every living. In today's modern world, it is very unfortunate that even we are not even able to see our own family members at home, who are residing at home. So, we heard about nuclear families. But now, the reality is happening is that nuclear family members actually. Because everybody is only tuned to their smartphones and other things. So, there is no time. There is no time to even see the other fellow family members. So that is the reality actually. So that's what we need to understand. And this is becoming a pandemic actually. Like COVID is a pandemic, we call it, because it's affecting worldwide everywhere. Now, the smartphones made everyone dumbheads, like a pandemic everywhere. And people are not getting any time to even spend with their own family members. That is the reality. They're so much occupied with the smartphones, with the thing only. So there is a term actually. So there is hikikomori. So that's what is the term which is used. So this is becoming really a pandemic actually. This is really becoming an issue actually. We need to understand. So, but Krishna is teaching us that we need to see everyone, everywhere Krishna. That's what is very important. But if you don't even see Krishna, If we don't even see our own family members, so how we are going to see Krishna everywhere? So this is a very, very sad fact, truth, that we are actually losing the great opportunity to realize ourselves. Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, one should not see anyone, one should actually live in a solitary place and avoid the general mass of people. All such things Krishna is teaching us. That is just to remember Krishna all the time. But now what is happening in this material world? There are millions of people who are addicted to their phones, media, and other things, YouTube, Facebook, and so many other things, all the time watching, so many WhatsApp groups, and all these things. And they are not finding time to think about anything else. That's very, very sad, actually. It's very sad to know our pathetic situation now. It's becoming like that. Not able to find enough time to even buy fresh vegetables and grains and cook for Krishna. So simply swiping and ordering it online and eating all kinds of junk food, and people are getting obese and bringing all kinds of health disorders. So that is the reality of the life, actually. We are very fortunate to get this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, and we have to understand and make use of this knowledge. And we need to realize very well that we are not the body, we are the soul, and everyone is the soul. And that way, we should not have any attachment to anything in this material world and have attachment only on Krishna. So that way, our life is going to be purified. Our existence will be purified. Because mind itself, we know that it's very, very difficult to control. It's very restless. Mind is very obstinate. It's dridam, balavat. It's very strong. So that's what we understand. It's chanchalam ki mana Krishna pramadi balavat dridam. Tasyakam nigraham manye vayoriva suduskaram. So Arjuna is saying that, Arjuna told Krishna that, so thinking about controlling the mind, tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva suduskaram. I think that it's very difficult than controlling the wind. We see the damage caused by the wind. When wind comes, especially the tornadoes and hurricanes and all such things, they bring so much of damage. Even the huge trees, they will fall, and houses are in trouble. A lot of it brings. So Arjuna is saying that I can even control that compared to controlling the mind. And Krishna also agreed. Krishna told Arjuna that there is no doubt. Undoubtedly, it's very difficult to control the restless mind. Asamsayam mahabahu manodurnigraham chalam. It is possible only when we are able to find happiness within ourselves. Our mind should be able to find happiness within the self. Atmanyevatmano tustaha. That's what? Atmanyevatmano tustaha. Then only nahinastya atmanatman. Then only we won't be struggling and suffering with the mind, due to mind. So in order to avoid that, the hinastya atmanatmanam, so we need to just find happiness within ourselves. Our mind should be able to find happiness within ourselves. So that means we should be able to give up all other desires which are arising from mental concoctions. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Everything is arising from mind only. Prajahati, one should be able to give up. One should be able to throw them away. Kaman, desires. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Atmani evatmanos tustagas stita prajnas tatochade. One who is able to find happiness within the self, he is the stita prajna. He has got steady intelligence. Dukeshu anudvigna manah. Sukeshu vigatas prigaga vitaraga bayakrodaga Sthitadir muniruchyate. So one who is not disturbed in mind when there is distress, dukkes anudvigna manaka. And one who is not elated when there is happiness, sukhesu vikata sprihaka. And one who is free from attachment, fear and anger, vita, raga, bhaya, krota. He is said to be a sage of steady mind. Sthitadir munir uchyate. We have to achieve that status. So, only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, only understanding about Krishna, only knowing very well that Krishna is the Purushottama, Yomam evam asammodo jnanati Purushottama. Sasarvavid, only he is the knower of everything. Bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. He renders devotional service unto me in all respects. So we need to understand without any confusion, without any doubt, that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, Purushottama. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaga vasega yasendriyani. That's what. Tasya prajna pratistita. So we should be able to control all the senses. Tani sarvani samyamya. Because indriyanam ki charattam yan manonu vidiyade tadasya haratti prajnam vayurnavam vivambas. Even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses, indriyanam ki charattam, all the indriyas, all the senses are charattam, they are roaming. Even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses, yan manonu vidiyade. If we focus our mind on the roaming senses, tatasya harati prajnam, so then it carries away our intelligence. Like a boat on the water is swept away by a strong wind. Vayur navam ivambas. That's why Krishna is teaching us that Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaha. So you should control all the senses by engaging in my service, by dedicating everything unto me, keeping me as the final ultimate destination. Yukta asita matparaga, vasegi yasendriyani. So all the senses we should bring under the control. Vasegi means under the control. Indriyani, yasendriyani means all those senses. Vasegi yasendriyani tasya prajna pratistita, and his intelligence is steady. Otherwise, intelligence will be carried away. Even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away the intelligence. Bhoktaram yajna tapasa. Krishna is the enjoyer. But if we want to enjoy, then it's a problem in this material world. If we are attached to the material sense objects, then we will not have intelligence. That's what. So, taya apagrita chetasam, vivasayatmika buddhi samadav na vidya. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So we should not be bhoga aisvarya prasaktanam taya apagrita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhir samadav na vidyate. Bhoga and aisvarya prasaktanam. If you are attached to bhoga and aisvarya, if you are attached to the material sense enjoyment and material wealth, bhoga and aisvarya, prasaktanam taya apagrita chetasam, if you are attached to that, then our consciousness, our thoughts will be carried away by such attachments. Then for him, a resolute determination or the buddhi, intelligence will not be there. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that bhoga isvarya prasaktanam taya apagrita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhir samadav na vidyate. But if you are attached to Krishna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna prasaktanam, instead of bhoga isvarya prasaktanam, it should be Bhagavan Sri Krishna prasaktanam taya apagrita chetasam, and our thoughts should be carried away by our attachment to Krishna, not to the material sense objects. Then Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Samadha Vidiyade. It is not na Vidiyade, it is Vidiyade. So then we will get the resolute determination, perfect intelligence. Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Ekeka Kurunandam. It should be only one. A person who has steady intelligence, who has got the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, who is a devotee of Krishna, who is attached to Krishna all the time, his intelligence is only one. Whereas Bahussa Kaki Anantascha Buddhayo Avyavasayina. Whereas a person who is not determined, who is not a devotee of Krishna, who is not able to focus his mind on Krishna. So his intelligence is many branched unlimitedly. His intelligence is unlimitedly branched. Bahusakahi anantas. So that's why with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will be able to see things as they are. So now we are studying in the 13th chapter. We finished 31 slokas. In the sloka number 30, Krishna is teaching us that Prakrityaiva cha karmani क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यपश्यति तदात्मानम् अकर्तारं सपश्यति. We also understand from Bhagavad Gita very well that all the activities are created and executed by Prakriti. Prakritaiva cha karmani kriyamanani sarvasaka. All the karmani, all the activities, they are performed, carried out by Prakriti only, not us. The three modes of material nature which are born from Prakriti. Prakriti kriyamanani gunehi karmani sarvasaka. That's what Prakriti cha karmani kriyamanani sarvasaka. Yapasyati tadatmanam akartaram sapasyati. One who sees that he is not the doer, he actually sees. Yapasyati sapasyati. One who sees, he sees. When he sees that he is not the self is not the doer. So that's what we studied. One who can see that all activities are performed by the body, which is created of material nature, and sees that the self does nothing, actually sees. The self is not doing anything. We are not the doer at all. Then in the next sloka we studied, this sloka number 31. Yada bhuta prithak bhavam ekastam manupashyati tatayeva cha vistaram brahma samvadyate tata. Yada bhuta prithak bhavam. Bhuta pratak bhavam means one who, all the living entities, they look like they are all different. Pratak bhavam. Yada bhuta pratak bhavam ekastam. But one who sees them as the same, ekastam anupasiti. One who sees, because one who sees Krishna in every living entity. That's what. Then we won't see things as different, even though it appears that everybody is different, everyone is different. But if you are able to see Krishna in everyone's body, then we won't see everyone as different. We see everyone as the same. That's what Krishna is teaching us, that yada bhuta pratak bhavam ekastam anupasyati tatayeva cha vistaram brahma samvadyate tata. So Krishna is expanded in every living being and he attains Brahma, he attains Krishna. That's what Krishna is teaching us. When a sensible man ceases to see different identities due to different material bodies and he sees how beings are expanded everywhere, he attains to the Brahman conception. In the next sloka, the sloka number 32, Krishna is teaching us that Anaditva nirgunatva paramatmayam avyayaga sarirastopi kaunteya nakaroti nalipyate. Due to its anaditvan, because it's eternal, it's beginningless. Beginningless. That's what anaditvan means, beginningless. Nirgunatvan. Nirgunatvan means free from the gunas, beyond material nature. Which of course, we are controlled by the modes of nature, but we are not a part of this material nature. We are the spirit, the soul, Parama Atma Ayam. So this soul is the Para Prakriti. That's what Para Atma. So that's what Parama Atma. Sarirastopi Kaunteya. So even though situated in this body, O son of Kunti, it's not doing anything and it is not entangled. So that's what na karoti, na lipyate. So that's what we need to understand. That the soul, now Krishna is teaching us about ourself. Until now Krishna taught us about super soul, and now even super soul and soul also, that we are not the doer. Na karoti. Na kartritvam, na karmani, lokasya srajati prabhu, na karma pala samyogam, swabhavastu pravartate. We are not doing anything. So that's why sarirastopi kaunteya, when we are inside this body, we need to understand that we are not the doer and we are not a part of this material body. Na lipyate. Those with the vision of eternity can see that the imperishable soul is transcendental, eternal, and beyond the modes of nature. Despite contact with the material body, or Arjuna, the soul neither does anything nor is entangled. That's what we need to understand. So now Krishna is giving us even more knowledge about ourselves. We have successfully finished this sloka number 32. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Hina Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji. I joined little late, but I will go
No
through
problem.
that.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Very nice class, Guruji.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Guruji, you said that it's the modes of nature that is acting. The self is not doing anything.
That is true.
But then, yes, but then we all the time, our self is desiring. Our self is the one which is we need to lead to purity. So the modes of nature is acting on the self, and the self is identifying with that modes of nature.
Yes,
So,
Mataji.
Guruji, that distinction, where the self is not doing anything, the self is desiring, no, Guruji?
That is correct, but only that is the problem. That's why we are the cause for our own suffering or enjoyment because of our attachments, our desires. So desires are different, but actually doing is different. The action is carried out by the modes of nature, not by us. Because we are attached, modes of nature is able to force us to do that. Once we are not attached, once we are not trying to find happiness with the external sense objects, so then modes of nature will not force us to do anything.
Okay. So we need to detach from these desires.
It is correct. Because when we don't have any materialistic desires, then modes of nature cannot force us to commit sins.
Okay, so we need to just attach ourselves to Krishna
Krishna,
and serve him.
That's why Krishna is saying that Mamyeva ye prapatyante mayametam tarantite. So if you surrender unto me, then you are freed from the modes of nature. So bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samati taitan. If you render devotional service unto me, you are freed from the modes of nature. So that's what we are saying.
Yes, Guruji. Very nice. Yeah, I needed clarification in this point. Yes, Guruji. So all the time, this mind, this self, and whatever you call mind is also a part of that desiring.
Mind only
So
desires. Mind only
yes.
desires.
So very often we are using the word mind and self
No,
parallel to.
mind is a subtle body, part of the subtle body. Mind is not the self. Self is the soul.
Yes, but the self is the soul is desiring. No, the mind is desiring.
No, the soul is desiring in the sense the desires are entering into our mind. It's mental concoctions. So that's what manogatan. So Jagati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. So because our mind is attached to the sense objects, so that's why all these things are coming. So our mind should focus on Krishna, then we are fine. The soul is suffering, the soul is struggling because we are not controlling our mind by focusing it on Krishna. So the mind is not controlled, then it becomes our enemy.
Correct. Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. I understood.
Yes,
Very nice, Guruji. This part is so important to understand deeply.
yes.
But understanding and applying, in practical life, it becomes, so much awareness we must have at that time. So with practice and chanting and serving and prasadam and all that will get us attached to Krishna. So nice, Guruji. Thank
Yes.
you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Thank
Hare
you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, iPhone, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Mahendra Supra.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
This is Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. I
Yes,
joined
Mataji.
little bit late, actually.
Yes, Mataji. You can follow
That
through.
8:30 time still I went actually to my mother's place, and now I am coming back to the routine. School
Yes.
has started
Yes, Mataji.
again. That I have to remind again to my mind.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, otherwise it becomes too late for me and the US.
Yes.
I mean, that
Oh,
itself is very late. Now it's 11 p.m. now. Yes, Mataji.
oh, is it, Guruji? Oh,
Yeah.
again, after few months, again time will change, no?
No, that changes only in November, but at that time it will become 10 p.m. Yeah. Now,
Oh,
1
okay.
hour.
1 hour. Okay, no problem, Guruji. I will try to join a little bit early.
Yes, Mataji. That's why we have to start. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Tirupati Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. You got muted again. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Asha Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Nice class Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy.
Really we are learning a lot Guruji. For our purification we should see Krishna everywhere, and attachment with Krishna and detachment with material things should be our goals Guruji.
Yes.
Hare
Krishna's mercy.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Sumati Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Thank you, Guruji. Wonderful class today. Very interesting concepts which you're telling us many times, but it makes more and more sense every time you
Yes,
tell us.
Mataji.
Thank you.
Again and again when we hear, yeah.
Guruji, why are we packaged as Mano Buddhi Ahankara, the subtle body along with the soul, and sent into the material world? Is there any reason why we are sent like this? Because we are constantly assaulted by all the five senses, and as you said, the mobile itself is one thing which is taking away a lot of our time.
That is
So, is it a kind of test for us to see how much we can focus on Krishna by surrounding us with so many
It is
material,
not,
the
not
senses.
test. It is not a test. It is the reality. We are struggling and suffering. We need to develop that love on Krishna to free ourselves from this bondage. So, because of ignorance, because of ahankara, so that is the nature of the soul. That we cannot blame it on Krishna. We cannot say that it's packaged by Krishna. It is because of our ahankara. We cannot. If Krishna is packaging, then when he sees everybody equally, then why this ahankara is different for different persons, correct?
Correct.
So, because Krishna wants everybody to come to Goloka, if Krishna can, then why he is letting us to struggle and suffer in this material world? He is not able to take us to Goloka. He is helpless. That's the problem. His hands are tied. So when a father says the son that this is not the right thing to do, but if the son is not listening, then what the father can do?
Yes, but it is because we are having the manobuddhi ahankara also as the subtle body. As the pure soul, the soul will not have inclination towards other things, towards material objects, right? It is the manobuddhi ahankara which is identifying itself with all the other material objects.
It's a part of our subtle body. It is there. Everyone has it, but we need to. That love is different. It is the nature of the soul. What we love, whom we have faith on, that's very important. If you believe in Krishna, if you believe in Bhagavad Gita, we are safe. If you are not doing that, then we are in trouble. That's it.
Yes.
Krishna also cannot force anybody to love him. Then it is not called love.
Correct. And it is the same mind itself which can turn itself towards Krishna and develop the love.
Exactly.
Right. So it is the mind which can do both. Like you said, the friend.
Mind is the bridge which connects us and Krishna.
Correct.
So it's if mind is the bridge. If we are not using that mind to ourselves connect with Krishna, that means we are not connecting with Krishna. We are struggling and suffering in this material world. That's it.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you for explaining that, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
By the costless mercy of Krishna, I could attend today's Bhagavad Gita class. The Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge. And we are studying 13th chapter, nature, enjoyer, and consciousness. Purusha, the super soul, is in everyone's heart. We need to realize and see that in every being. Otherwise, we may be ignorant. And Paramatma, Atma, is subtle, unmanifested, inconceivable, and unchangeable. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, one who sees this actually sees everything. Krishna is equal in every being. That person attains super destination. We should be able to see Krishna everywhere. Nowadays, the situation in the present day situation with all smartphones and like a pandemic, and it's a very sad situation. We are consuming junk food, etc. We should realize the thing that we are not the body and we are the soul, and we have to leave all attachments. It is very difficult to control our mind. We have to find happiness within ourselves. Then we can purify our mind and we can become Sthita Prajna, one who is undisturbed both in happiness and distress. Steady in mind. Only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should be able to control all the senses by engaging in Krishna's service and to keep intelligence steady. If we are attached to Bhoga, Aishwarya, then our intelligence will not be there. And we should keep all thoughts should be focused towards Krishna and attach ourselves with Krishna always. With the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we will be seeing things as they are. And today, 13th chapter, 30th sloka, it is told that all the activities and all the actions are performed by nature. One who sees this, he is not the doer, then he sees the things as they are. And in the 31st sloka, it is given that one who all the living entities, though it is diverse and different, one who sees them as the same, Krishna in everything, then we can see everybody saved and that person attains Brahman. Today's sloka, 32nd sloka, it is told that the soul, the super soul, which is beginningless, free of guna, imperishable, transcendental, and eternal, though it is situated in the body, it is not doing anything. It's not the doer. Everything very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah, today's sloka, very nicely explained. So, as a see in the Purusha Suktam, it is there. What is Purushottam in our Rama? So, in the Purusha Suktam, is deeply explained. Each and every sloka, it explains the quality of Purushottam. So, that Prakriti and Purushottam, that is the super soul, which engages with all the soul, all Jivatma. So that is one the essential thing. See, one small example we can give it to understand very correctly, very logically, on a scientific way. We normally call it as a static IP. So the person who is having a direct lease line with Krishna as a static IP, so there is no disturbance. The problem is we don't have lease line. So we go with a different sublease mode. What happens is that preoccupies the line between us and super soul. So we have to capture that staticness to remember Krishna always, and always remember that we are not a doer, and always remember that whatever the work engagement we do, the result is not we are creating, the result is created by Krishna. So that Manobhava we have to always keep it up. And we should have a direct lease like static connection with Krishna. So today's sloka, it nicely explains. So that there is where the gap is. We are not able to fill the gap, and we try to do something because our nature, that 5 senses, allowing us to do many acts which the Krishna doesn't want us to do. So that is what is happening. But one thing, Guruji, in a materialistic world, we are born, we are supposed to do something. So we cannot go into a static mode. It is not possible for us. So when it is not possible, there we are variated from the reality. So we get into that Moha mode, Maya mode. In the Maya mode, artificially we do many things which Krishna may not like. So that is the thing. So it is quite nicely explained today. So I spoke to Ravichandran Prabhuji also today's class because the Tamil class is not happening. I told him why you are getting separated. You also join. So he told me I was supposed to tell Sumati Mataji to make Ravichandran come into English program. So he said he will come with the first chapter. So he's very meticulous. He said, sir, if I come in between, then the chronological order gets disturbed. So I will try to come from the first chapter itself. So most probably the first chapter will get into recycle, maybe next month or something. Correct? Correct, Guruji?
Not next month. We are in the 13th chapter. We still long way to go. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
How long? No. Estimated time to come to first
chapter? Time, what? 18th chapter itself has got 78. 14, 15, 16, 17, they are maybe 20, 25 slokas, something like that.
18 is big one. 18 is very big.
About 200 verses. We have to still close to 200 days from now. So maybe 6 months, 7 months from now.
Oh, Oh, acha. Very casually he told. I thought we'll get
Maybe
into first chapter.
maybe 2025.
Acha. I was not aware of that. Okay. I will also tell him that this much time it will consume to complete and come to the first chapter. Yeah. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. That static least line, what is the secret we should understand? Direct least line with Krishna.
Yes. Bhagavad Gita.
Our internet will not get disturbed. Our network will be steady, fast, and it is dedicated line. So Krishna is always dedicated to us, and we are dedicated to Krishna. So we need a dedicated static IP line, IP address also. Yeah. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahib Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. So I am on the way to college because holiday. Sometimes I have to go. So now I'm free. Really, I'm very extremely happy. So to be in the class the whole day. When you attend this class, our mind won't be affected by these negative forces, negative energy. Only this Gita and the ultimate Lord Krishna and Guruji, you are too merciful for us to elevate to that state of mind, the divine spirit, divine being. That is a golden opportunity for us. This is the only field. So whatever it may be, we more and more surrender to Lord Krishna. The Lord is imperishable. As God is ultimate. When you realize this, we are nothing. We are just a instrument. Now, whatever it may be, we are the part of the Paramatma. Brahma, from Brahmasmi, Shivaham, Prajam. So we are part. We don't feel that within us. We don't search for other things. So Lord Krishna is with us, and we have to just manifest it. It is manifested in our being. So we have to only surrender to Lord Krishna, and we should feel the negative force and positive forces. And when you are inclined to more positive, the Lord is within us. Lord will come to us. So we have to, like a deer is searching for musk. So it is within us. So we have to. So Gita is the ultimate source by which we can elevate to that Golakba Haridham. Because of your mercy, because of your enlightening class, you make us, giving us third eye, that is spiritual eye, that is Trinatra. So only Lord and Guru, these only two beings, I think, the Lord and also the Guru. They have three eyes. We have two eyes. And why you feel that why my students, my devotees won't be deprived of? You try your best to have that third eye, the divine eye, the spiritual eye. So Gita Gyan is the ultimate knowledge. So thank you, Guruji. Pranam Guruji. Sadata Naman Naman.
Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtana.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.